Hey guys, what's going on? This video is brought to you in part by Shellz.com. That's Shellz with a Z.com. They are the manufacturers of the envelope. This is the absolute best way to ship cards that you sell online. The envelope opens, the sides are kind of sealed so it keeps the card in one spot. So let's get a top loader right here, slide it in, fold it over. You don't hear it, it's not moving because it's in there, secure. But yeah, these cards are cheap insurance to make sure the cards that you sell online get to where they're going safely and efficiently. Save $10 off a $50 or more order. Just use Liberty2024. That's Liberty2024. Save $10 on a $50 or more order at Shellz.com. That's Shellz with a Z. Today's video is going to be us going back in time to break open a box of 1991 Donruss baseball cards. A good friend of mine, Todd Henderson, let me get a hold of these at Joe Fest in Augusta, Georgia, a while back, and I'm just now getting a chance to open them. So the box, they're not that expensive, but the cards in there, they're cool. And yeah, this is junk wax, but you know what? It's still fun to rip open. Because if you can get a Griffey Jr. or Roger Clemens and Willie Stargell, you cannot beat it. All right, guys. So I'm going to zoom out just a shade. Move it up. There we go. Let's get this thing open. And this is actually still sealed. So let's open this and see what we got. Here's the top box topper, so we'll set that over here. All right, we're gonna grab out the back row. This back row, this front row, and this front row. So we'll set the box out of the way. So these are the two in the back, that's the one in the front, so we're gonna set that there. So we have it there. There's the back one. Here's the front one. All right. I like starting at the back and working my way to the front. So, all right, let's rip it open. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Donruss Instant Win Game. Win instantly, collect and win, and second chance drawing. So we'll save these and see if we win anything. Because you know Donruss gave you the puzzle pieces. So let's see. Before we go into seeing who we got, I got half of a second prize. So remember, check your things. So you can win instantly over $2 million in prizes. Donruss cards will be issued in 2 series. Series 1, 1 to 386 plus 10 bonus cards. Series 2 contains cards 387 to 770 plus 12 bonus cards. And this is Series 1. So we're going to be getting cards from 1 to 386. All right, let's go and see what we get. Got my puzzle piece right here, so I'm going to set the puzzle piece off to the side. Got a Craig Biggio Diamond King, Pete Harnish, Tim Leary, Tim Cruz, Steve Avery, awesome, Greg Briley, Keith Miller, Glenn Braggs, Charlie Huff, Tim Teufel, Scott Scudder, Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer, Tom Pagnozzi, Mike Heath, and a Dwight Evans. So we'll set those there. Set the cards here. Yeah. Okay. There. Now, I broke open a pack a while back, and a box of these actually, and won 5 packs of Donruss. I sent it to Panini, and nothing. They didn't want to offer me anything, which sucks because I would have loved 5 packs of Donruss baseball cards. Okay. Another puzzle piece. Jose Canseco All-Star. Okay, we got the All-Star cards are going to be the same. Whoa, All-Star. Put that there. Jose Canseco. Bob Milwaukee, Steve Bichelle, Ron Robinson, Lance Johnson, Gary Carter, Pedro Guerrero, Diamond King, Eric King, Bob Guerin, Henry Cotto, Derek May, Jeff Robinson, Mike Morgan, John Smoltz, and a Robbie Thompson. John Croup, Greg Olson, Diamond King, Todd Stottlemyre, Dave Hansen, Eric Yelding, Joel Skinner, Bo Jackson, Langston Witt, Joe McGrain, Lloyd Mosby, Roger Clemens, Jim Acker, David West, Mark Portugal, and a Mike Moore. All right, these are, well, not that one, but the highlights. Those are separate. We'll set those up. That's the subset. These two are the subsets. So you've got number 2, or you've got the Diamond Kings, the highlights, and then the base cards. And then the puzzle. Mark McGuire. Mitch Webster, Jody Reed, Tom Foley, Jerome Walton, Mike Schooler, Dennis Oilcan Boyd, Mike Bilecki, Rick Honeycutt, Doug Drabeck, Carlos Baerga, Billy Ripken, and that might be the infamous fuckface bat, but I don't know. I can't really tell what it says. Pat Combs, Moise Alou, and a Ron Gant Diamond Kings. I'll put that. The Alou family. He was good back in the day. Storm Davis played with my Uncle Randall, and my dad was friends with him. So, Jim Abbott, set that there. Calvin Schiraldi, George Brett, Louis Polonia, Craig Grebeck, Dave Rigetti, Oral Hershiser, Jim Presley, Mark Guthrie, Lenny Dykstra, Joe Carter, Kevin McReynolds, Eric Davis, Kevin Brown. Shit. So far, I've not gotten an instant win yet, so we shall see. Ryan Sandberg, Danny Jackson, Alex Cole, Jose Oquendo, Tony Phillips, Wade Boggs, Sandy Alomar, Dave Johnson, Jeff Hewson, Edgar Diaz, Bobby Thigpen, Jeff Brantley, Darryl Boston, Dan Pasqua, Chuck Finley. Got 2 Diamond Kings in that pack. Nothing wrong with that. Scott Bradley, Julio Valera, Edgar Martinez, Stan Javier, Tom Glavine, Scott Garoltz, Ken Howell, Barry Larkin, Junior Felix, Jaime Navarro, Ken Oberkfell, Kevin Belcher, Gary Carter, Nolan Ryan, and a Bill Landrum. So we got 2 Diamond Kings and 2 highlights in that pack. That was a hot pack. Jeff Robinson, Dennis Lamp, Pat Borders, Alan Newman, Franklin Stubbs, Terry Steinbach, Von Hayes, Tom Candiotti, Checklist, Dave Martinez, Andre Dawson, the Hawk, Dave Eland, Spike Owen, Paul Ossenmacher, and a Milt Kyler. Don Slott, John Farrell, Bob Melvin, Dan Gladden, Tino Martinez, Dave Parker, Tom Gordon, Lance Parrish, Frank DePino, Mel Stottlemyre, Devon White, Dave Henderson, Jim Leyritz, Mike Soch, and Francisco Cabrera. That's cool. Let's see. 3, 6. So we are now officially a quarter of the way through pack 1, or box 1. Now we're going to go to the next side. Got a Jeff King, Steve Sachs All-Star. I'll keep it. Tony Gwynn, always keep it Tony Gwynn. Keith Miller, Hal Morris, Dave Val, Rafael Palmeiro, Chris Sabo, Scott Radinsky, Milt Thompson, Alan Trammell, John Marzano, Chuck Carey, Tim Belcher, and a Bobby Witt. Ron Robinson, Sammy Sosa, Juan Gonzalez, Dwight Gooden, Greg Hibbard, Alan Mills, Omar Vizquel, Bernard Gilkey, Cecil, Bob Tewksbury, Corey Snyder, Dave Stewart, Ryan Sandberg, Jose De Leon, Paul Gibson. That was a hot pack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 cards were pulled out of that. So that's a hot pack. That was good. I'm happy about that. Rob Murphy, Dwayne Ward, Shane Mack, Dave Smith, Mark McGuire, Steve Lake, Chris James, Checklist, Mickey Morandini, Sean Bosky, Randy Johnson, Larry Walker, Les Lancaster, Mark Lewis, and a Bobby Bowe still getting paid. If you know me, anytime I get a Bobby Bowe, he's still getting paid. Rudy Sainez, Greg Olson, Juan Behringer, Leo Gomez, Craig Biggio, Bill Sampson, Jack Howell, Mike Pagliarulo, Steve Farr, Dick Schofield, Dave Stewart, Oscar Azoker, Lenny Harris, Jeff Treadway, and a Bob Patterson. Delino DeShields, Greg Harris, Bob Boone, Glenn Braggs, Charlie Huff, Tim Teufel, Scott Scudder, Carlton Fisk, Tom Pagnazzi, Mike Heath, Dwight Evans, Jose Canseco, Bob Malachy, Gino Petrali, and a Dave Magadan. Lance Johnson, Gary Carter, Pedro Guerrero, Eric King, Bob Guerin, Henry Cotto, Derek May, Jeff Robinson, Mike Morgan, John Smoltz, Brett Butler, Dave Magadan, Greg Olson, Todd Stottlemyre, and a Dave Hansen. Eric Yelding, Joel Skinner, Bo Jackson, Langston Witt, Joe McGrain, Lloyd Mosby, Roger Clemens, Kelly Gruber, Wade Boggs, Mark Portugal, Mike Moore, Mark McGuire, Mitch Webster, Jody Reed, Tom Foley. That was a hot pack. It was a very hot pack. They are still out there. Hot packs are still out there. Go get them, kids. Go get them. Jerome Walton, Mike Schooler, Dennis Oilcan Boyd, Mike Bilecki, Hensley Newlands, Don Carmen, Carlos Baerga, Billy Ripken, Pat Combs, Moise Alou, I pulled him already, I'll pull him there, Ron Gant, Storm Davis, Jim Abbott, Calvin Schiraldi, and a George Brett. So we see where they're doubling up now and rerunning through the packs. So, got it. Luis Polonia, Mike Gallego, Randy Bush, Oral Hershiser, Jim Presley, Mark Guthrie, Lenny Dykstra, Joe Carter, Kevin McReynolds, Eric Davis, Kevin Brown, Ryan Sandberg, Danny Jackson, Melito Perez, and a Jose Lind. So now we are working on 3, 6, 9 on the front. That's the back half. Here's the front half. Gene Nelson, Greg Gagne, Derek Bell, Barry Bonds, Diamond King, Kevin Setzer, Dante Bichette, Bip Roberts, Brett Saberhagen, Mark Eichhorn, Craig Grebeck, Dave Rigetti, Mike Sharperson, Mike Walker, Jay Bell, and a Ray Langford rookie. I just pulled one of his cards from 2024 Topps Heritage the other day, and I liked him when he played. I enjoyed watching him play back when I was a kid. Ed Whitson, Greg Jeffries, Mariano Duncan, Jeff Russell, John Dobson, Fred McGriff, Crime Dog, Gene Larkin, Donnie Hill, Carney Lansford, Roger McDowell, Alex Fernandez, Ellis Burks, Steve Frey, Joe Girardi, and a Griffey Jr. Check that out. That's just what I like to see. And it's actually centered up pretty nice. That's a pretty good looking Griffey Jr. That is a pretty good looking Griffey Jr. First, Griffey Jr. Marquise Grissom, Mark Grace, Kevin Morton, Bob Walk, Joe Oliver, Jeff Ballard. Sorry, that's my phone. I'm not going to answer it. Rick Aguilera, Diamond King Checklist, Kurt Stillwell, Terry Shumpert, Mark Langston, Bruce Hurst, Mike McFarlane, Brian Harvey, and a Dennis Eckersley. Steve Sachs, Jack McDowell, Greg Olson, Wally Backman, Bobby Thigpen, Gerald Clark, Kevin Elster, Billy Hatcher, Nolan Ryan, Cecil, Randy Myers, Scott Fletcher, Lee Smith, Juan Samuel, and a Kevin Romine. Deion James, Mark Williamson, Kevin Reimer, Billy Spears, Ivan Calderon, Terry Kennedy, John Franco, Don Paul, Mike Witt, Harold Reynolds, Mark Salas, Lee Getterman, Huey Brooks, Tommy Gregg, Will Clark. Darren Dalton, Dave Stodd, Jimmy Key, Mark Knudsen, Ken Caminetti, Corey Snyder, Dave Stewart, and Orion Sandberg. Jose De Leon, Paul Gibson, Rob Murphy, Dwayne Ward, Shane Mack, Dave Smith, and one of the Bash brothers, Mark McGuire. Steve Lake, Chris James, got a checklist. Mickey Morandini, Sean Bosky, Randy Johnson, Larry Walker, Les Lancaster, Mark Lewis, Bobby Bowe, still getting paid, Rudy Sainez, Greg Olson, Juan Behringer, Leo Gomez, and Craig Biggio. Bill Sampson, Jack Howell, Mike Pagliarulo, Steve Farr, Dick Schofield, Dave Stewart, Oscar Azakar, Lenny Harris, Jeff Treadway, Bob Patterson, Ramon Martinez, Greg Harris, Bob Boone, Glenn Braggs, and a Charlie Huff. Last pack, and we are 3/4 of the way done with this box. Instant winner, triple. 3 wax packs. Sweet. What did I win? 3 wax packs. 23.15 timestamp. Then we got Keith Miller, Tom Gordon, Dave Martinez, Julio Valera, Tony Phillips, Oral Hershiser, Carlos Baerga, Mark Portugal, Greg Olson, Lance Johnson, Glenn Braggs, Jack Howell, Sean Bosky, Ryan Sandberg, and a Kevin Romine. Tim Teufel, Scott Scudder, Carlton Fisk, Tom Pagnazzi, Mike Heath, Dwight Evans, Jose Canseco, Pete Harnish, Gino Petralli, Dave Magadan, Lance Johnson, Gary Carter, Pedro Guerrero, Eric King, and a Bob Guerin. Henry Cotto, Derek May, Jeff Robinson, Mike Morgan, Steve Avery, Brett Butler, Dave Magadan, Greg Olson, Todd Stottlemyre, Dave Hansen, Eric Yelding, Joe Skinner, Bo Jackson, and a Langston Witt. Wow. It's a hot box. 3 Bows. And a Joe McGrain. I'm going to go through all the wrappers when we get done. and see if I missed anything. Lloyd Mosby, John Dobson, Kelly Gruber, Wade Boggs, Mark Portugal, Mike Moore, Mark McGuire, Mitch Webster, Jody Reed, Tom Foley, Jerome Walton, Mike Schooler, Dennis Olcam Boyd, Mark Grace, and a Hensley Mullins. Six packs left. Don Carmen, Carlos Baerga, Billy Ripken, Pat Combs, Moise Alou, Ron Gant, Storm Davis, Jim Abbott, Calvin Schiraldi, George Brett, Brian Harvey, Mike Gallego, Randy Bush, Oral Hershiser, and a Jim Presley. Mark Guthrie, Lenny Dykstra, Joe Carter, Kevin McReynolds, Eric Davis, Kevin Brown, Ryan Sandberg, Randy Myers, Melito Perez, Jose Lind, Tony Phillips, Wade Boggs, Sandy Alomar, Dave Johnson, and a Jeff Hewson. Edgar Diaz, Bobby Thigpen, Jeff Brantley, Darryl Boston, Don Paul, Matt Noakes, Mike Blowers, Julio Valera, Edgar Martinez, Stan Javier, Tom Glavine, Scott Geraltz, Ken Howell, Barry Larkin, and a Junior Felix. 3 packs left. Can we get one more bow and a couple more grippies? That'd be nice. Jamie Navarro, Ken Caminetti, Brooke Jacoby, Tim Jones, Nolan Ryan, I'll take that. Bill Landrum, Mike Henneman, Kevin Mitchell, Mike Sharperson, Mike Walker, Jay Bell, John Crook, Bob Welch, Jose Uribe, and a Robin Yount. 2 packs. Danny Darwin, Sergio Valdez, Colton Fisk, Steve Frey, Joe Girardi, Scott Bankhead, Mike Fitzgerald, Crime Dog, Fred McGriff, David West, Glenn Wilson, Glenn Allen Hill, Charlie Hayes, Jesse Orozco, Dana Keeker, and a Ron Gant. Last pack magic. Let's see what we grabbed the last few. Grand prize, second prize, first prize. Okay. Last pack. Let's see what we can do. Terry Shumpert, Mark Langston, Dwayne Ward, Shane Mack, Dave Smith, Rhino, Mark McGuire, Steve Lake, Chris James, Checklist, Mickey Morandini, Sean Bosky, Randy Johnson, Larry Walker, and a Les Lancaster. All right, guys, so let's check the wrappers real quick, see what we got. We got first prize. We got second prize, half of second prize. We got a grand prize. So grand first and then second. So there's another first. There's another second. There's another grand. 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 Second. Grand. First. Second. Grand. Second. First. First. Grand. Second. Grand. second, grand. First, grand, grand. Second, grand, grand, grand. Second, grand, first, first. Grand, grand, or second and grand. And first. And I got one instant win. Three free wax packs. I'm going to try and send this into Panini and see if they'll give me 3 free wax packs. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. Please like, share, subscribe. We've got, I think, 72 or 73 subscribers right now as of this taping. So please like, share, subscribe. If we can get 100 or more by August 1st, we will start doing giveaways every day of the month of August. So please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.